So I thought I would start out today's reading with a rainbow. It's been like, it's coming out of the cloud too. It's been like raining and then sunny and then raining and then sunny like all day. That's just my babe, don't worry about it. That'll do. That'll do. I'm not sure about this. I'm just gonna change this. There might be ads. I like this one better. My child's just walking in the door, so I'll let him just walk in before I start. Oh, there's a helicopter. Just flying straight over here. I'm recording, by the way. I just started. It's like flying right over my house. Like, hey, hello. Black one, looks official. It's the Men in Black. You can actually see really good too from like planes and stuff from up high. I was in a little private plane like a few weeks ago, and we flew over where I live in Auckland, and it's surprising how good you can actually see, like with them helicopters. I bet they can see right in I bet they have like night vision and stuff. Anyway, welcome in. I'm Tracy, Black Velvet. Today is Sunday here in New Zealand. I have been at church. I have made myself a nice healthy lunch and then spoiled it with some chocolate cake. Now the rainbow is like shining. It's real cool. It's nice to look at. So I don't think I did a reading yesterday. I'm just doing the readings when I'm called to, really, and hoping I'll get more subscribers. Don't really mind about the likes, but if you like the video, then it gets around further, and then we can have more in our collective, because this is our collective. If you join this channel, you become part of this collective. And every collective is different. We all read different things, but what I am all about is about being on the healing journey. So what healing does, and facing our fears, facing our hurt, facing our hurt, facing our pain, facing our childhood trauma, our inner child burdens we carry with us, they remove blockages from us moving forward in life. They take away limits on our imagination. And our imagination, our mind power, our minds are very powerful. We literally create our own reality. And if you learn, like I've been mastering manifestation knowingly for the last few years, but I've actually been a master manifester my whole life. Like at church today, the lady I was talking to was talking about my eyes, and she said she loves green eyes, and I just I didn't say a lot, but I actually manifested my eyes. I am the only person in my entire family, they're not gene related, who has green eyes. My eyes were blue until I was about 9 or 10 years old, and I willed them green. I was so adamant that I wanted to be different, not knowing already that I was. And so I was like, I don't want to have blue eyes. I don't want to be like everybody else. I want to be different. I want green eyes. I want green eyes. I want green eyes. I want green eyes, until I got green eyes. They changed when I was about 9 or 10. And I just didn't really think anything of it. And now I look back and I'm kind of like, have you ever heard of anybody changing the colour of their own eyes just out of willpower? Like, and then I look back and I'm like, I willed a lot of things. Like, I had a doll. I loved dolls. I loved babies. It's all I ever wanted was a baby. And I had a doll, like a baby doll, and I slept with it every night. I took it everywhere with me. I embarrassed my family because, you know, but it's cute when you're little, right? I'm on the autism spectrum, like for Asperger's. I'm a special one in the basket for sure. I worked with a counsellor for nearly 8 years, and she did a whole bunch of tests, and because she was like, this girl doesn't think like other people. She doesn't, you know, see the world. She sees the world differently, and so she worked with me and put me in her book on Asperger's. I don't really tell anybody. I keep it to myself because people, you know, they're not always so kind. But I see it as a gift that I am different in many ways. I've got a whole list of things that make me different. To some people it could, you know, everybody has their own perception. And I know that being different, I always wanted to be different, and here I am, I'm very different. So I had my doll at 15, and it started looking like I was a teenager with a baby, and that was very frowned upon. My family were very oppressed, and they're still very oppressed, but I've unoppressed myself. I've spent the last 3 years working really hard to unoppress all these things that were just absolutely built into me that made no sense. Just a major fear of change, which if you look around us in the world, it's changing, it's transforming, it's evolving. You cannot fight evolution. You cannot stop it. You can turn a blind eye, but you shouldn't make other people. You know, everybody should have a choice, and we should respect their choice. I try to respect everybody's choices in life as long as they're not harming me. If they're harming me, I'm going to put up some boundaries or a trespass notice. You know, that's what it's there for. So my mum got rid of my doll at 15 and said I was too old to have a doll, which she denies because she denies everything. She's my biggest karmic, by the way. So if you have karmic mother problems, I think I've mentioned this earlier, join the team, let's work through them. The best thing you can actually do to stop the harm from recycling is to put boundaries between you and your mother. If your mother is karmic and she hurts you and she's jealous of you, well, you know, she won't make changes in her own life but likes to put a little pain on you. You need to have very firm boundaries and not allow the hurt to keep happening. I don't speak with my mother because I've found when I do, that's what she does. So I protect myself, and that is literally the best thing. You can't change them, you can't stop it, you can't fix it, you can't heal it until you let it go. You have got to let it go. It is what it is. They are who they are. They've made their choice, and you need to have people around you who love you unconditionally and they support you and they're kind to you. That's just it. And the sooner you get to that space, I tell you, it just changes. It starts healing. So she got rid of my doll, and a year later I had a baby. 16 years old, I had my first baby, and 17 years old, I had my second baby. And then 21 years old, I had my third baby, all on my own. I raised my children by myself. an absolute disgust of pretty much my whole family. My dad was alright. He used to drop me off groceries and check up on me, which I'm very grateful for. He's been passed on now for 10 years, but he's still here with me in spirit form, like completely. He never leaves me alone. You know, people on the spectrum, they choose to be alone, but they're not meant to be alone. Like, I won't get into that because I don't really have the time and space to be able to explain that at the moment. But some introverted people are not introverted by choice. They're introverted because it's the only way to protect themselves from, you know, they're very sensitive to people, they're very sensitive to rejection, they're very sensitive to normal people, really. And they like to make a safe space, and there's nothing wrong with that. Wherever you're safe, wherever you're happy, wherever you're growing, that is completely up to you, however that looks, as long as you're safe. And so, yes, the babies. For the last 5 years, I have made goals, set goals for myself. What do I want to be this year? What do I want to accomplish? And every time I work towards one of these goals, and I followed a process, because everything has a process, you see. Manifesting has a process, and I learnt the process, and I practiced the process, and now I'm very good. I've mastered the process and know exactly what to do. Apart from that, I am human, and so sometimes I get a negative mindset. Sometimes I have spiritual attacks. Sometimes they're fucking hectic. Sometimes I have death threats, spiritually, which is really hard to try and explain or talk to anybody about, or, you know, you just have to deal with that shit on the down low. I go to church. That helps with the spiritual attacks. I have been very protected since that I have built this community with God. God protects me. He sent me there. If you are being spiritually attacked, I suggest strengthening your faith, building a community around you of faith, because it will make you stronger. It will make it will protect you. It definitely has protected me. Letting go of things you know have a massive interference with dark forces, with dark energies. I released TikTok and left that, and I just have felt a lot better. I have recently rejoined Facebook, but I have learnt my lesson, and I'm keeping it just the people that I like. I'm not going to have any strangers come in. It's private, and I know if I get uncomfortable, I can just leave. Okay, so if there are things in your life that are hurting you or making you feel like, you know, you're under attack or whatever, you can leave. You sometimes are meant to leave these spaces and walk away, and you will transform naturally from letting go of. That's what it means to release what doesn't serve you. It's not always looking around at my friend group like, who's the backstabber, who's talking shit, who's making me feel, you know. It's food, it's bills, it's energies, it's a new home, it's a new town, it's a new job, it's new ideas, it's ways of thinking, it's patterned behavior. You've got to open your mind huge on what do I need to let go of, what don't I need, what isn't serving me, you know. Like, that chocolate cake served me, even though I'm on a diet. I'm gonna balance it out with eating really, really, really good food. And then, you know, like, I'm still going to eat my really good food and do some exercise, but I'm not going to take everything away, putting pressure on myself so that I break and fuck it all up, right? You've got to have balance. Balance is everything. Okay, now I have talked for 15 minutes and 15 seconds. 1515. Check out that number. I've been seeing that number a bit. Should we look it up? And then we'll get into some cards. Right, 1515. Oh, no, it's 444 on my phone. All the numbers. This angel number serves. Where's my glasses? I so thought I went and got them. This angel number serves as a divine signal that you are about to embark on a transformative journey. Harness your inner strength and pay attention. Pay attention, Tracy. You are about to make positive choices with your guardian angels supporting you. Thank you. Angel number 1515 is a sign of new beginnings and opportunities coming your way. So have some of that energy. If you have released some things that you don't need in your life anymore, it makes room for new things, okay? Just like it's an energy balance. So if you get rid of a bunch of old clothes you don't wear that are sitting in your drawers, and I know you all do it, we've all done it, okay? You get rid of those clothes, you've made space in your drawers for new clothes. So new clothes will come in if you've manifested it. You're like, damn angels, I need some new clothes. This is new. This is one of my new sweatshirts. And there wouldn't be any room. I would be cluttered if I didn't get rid of a bunch of my old clothes, because that's not who you are anymore, okay? When you're transforming into your new you, you've got to let go of the old you. So that is clothes, shoes. Sometimes you need to change the furniture in your house. Sometimes you need to get a new car. You need to update everything, right? Because you're evolving. And when you change what's on the inside, everything on the outside will change. The universe wants to gift you these things, and everything's a gift. You know, even if you go out and buy yourself some new clothes, that is a gift, because you have the means to get yourself things that maybe at sometime in your life you didn't have the means for it. You know, that is a gift. Make sure you are grateful for everything, every little tiny thing, and you will be given more. I'm just gonna go get my glasses that I thought I got, but I did not. Like an oversized sweatshirt. Like, I don't know why. I got some new hoodies as well, and they're all like larges, and I don't know what that's about. Maybe I wanted them to be comfy, but I'm like, what? Why do I think I'm large? What's that about? I don't know. It is definitely comfy. I do prefer a bigger sweatshirt. It's my little glasses case with my little elephants. I'm super excited about my new glasses. I've got like 12 days to wait and manifest and talk about them. They're so cute. They're so Harry Potter, but like mousy Harry Potter. Hopefully I have a cloth to wipe them with too. Okay, what are we gonna start out with? Let's do some. Yes, and next week I'm gonna go and get some sage. This is getting pretty ridiculous. Maybe I need to throw out all the old sage and manifest new sage. It still works, right? There's a leaf there. Alright, what are we going to use today? Oh, I feel like we might do some Wild Woman. Some Wild Woman cards. Wild Woman Oracle. These are cool. I'll put it in the title. What else do we want? Should we do Wild Woman and should we do Confessions of a Soulmate? And these ones, because my ear just started ringing. That's what that weird little hand movement was. I do that when my ears start ringing. Like, get it out. Someone's talking about me. Okay. Let's start with Wild Woman. Oh, it's chilly here today. I'm going to put that there, and the card I pull out, I'm going to prop it up on there so you can look at it, because these are really gorgeous. Oh, I just see Medusa. Medusa. Yeah, I just seen that twice. Lord, I thank you for being here with us today. Ancestors, spirit guides, angels, please come down and be with me now. Please protect this space. Please protect this energy. I am only channeling from the highest clear light energy. Any bad energies trying to infiltrate this reading be gone now. Angels, protect us and give us any messages that I need to pass on to the collective and for myself today. Amen. Okay, I'm going to pull that card because I've just seen it 3 times. It is Skadi, Authenticity. She's gorgeous. Oh, I just saw hope. Right, I'm going to pull a couple cards. 22 on the timer. That was a little bit like Bastet. It's hard to say that, right? Bastet. Am I the only one who struggles to say Bastet? And Sekmhet. Oh my goodness. Bastet and Sekmhet, and it's number 22. Sekmhet. I have Bastet on my arm here. My spirit animal. It's this one here. Okay, so we're gonna do what I've got, 27 Skadi, and then we're gonna do the Bastet and Sekmhet. Sekmhet. My goodness. Okay, number 27. Oh, a moonlit dance. It sounds good. What aspects, this card asks, what aspects of my authenticity am I unfairly sacrificing in the name of compromise? The message is, Skadi tells you that you may be hiding aspects of yourself or sacrificing your true needs and desires in the name of compromise. A compatible relationship, whether familial, platonic, or romantic, will never cause us to compromise our authenticity, but embrace, encourage, and empower it. In Norse mythology, oh, I've got a lisp today. In Norse mythology, Skadi is a Jotun, a giantess and goddess of winter. It's winter here at the moment, hence I'm all rugged up. Wilderness, mountains, revenge, and independence. The word Scandinavia can be translated to Scandies, Skades, there's no N in that, Skades land. So she's from Scandinavia. In one myth, Skadi takes Nudjoror. I need to learn how to say these words. I apologize. It's Njoror, a sea god, as her husband. On moving to Njoror's, I'm going to call him that, home, Skadi quickly realizes that the brightness and noise of the crashing waves and screeching seabirds is too much to bear. I've read this before. And she longs to return to the silent, frostbitten mountains and howling of the wolves. As a compromise, the couple try living between the coast and the snowy mountains for 9 days at a time. However, both find this arrangement to be painful. Ultimately, Skadi and Njor live apart, only coming together when they most desire to see each other. It's a bit romantic. If you're an independent woman like me, then you don't want to live in somebody's pocket 24 hours a day. The symbolism is Skadi, which means shade or shadow, probably due to her connection to the dark wintry days and the nights of the Arctic, is an emblem of authenticity, as she is willing to choose her authentic truth, no matter the consequences. She knew with every fibre of her being that roaming among the wild wolf packs of the snowy wilderness was how she embodied her trust. Self, and she knew that while some level of compromise is necessary and healthy in any relationship, she had to draw a boundary when compromise caused her to sacrifice or betray her true authenticity. So this is talking about staying true to yourself. That perfect example of this is I recently was talking to someone, and we don't exactly level out, and I do worry about this, especially when it comes to money and stuff too. I find like I'm a little bit hesitant with people who have a lot of money, because I have everything I need. I have more than what I need, right? And I'm self-sufficient, I'm independent. I have an amazing home. I don't own it. I have so much creative stuff. I have more than I could have ever wanted. But I don't have, all the money in the bank account to go and, I don't have that status. And I find a lot of people with that status, I kind of clash with them because there seems to be some kind of a power struggle. And I really, really hold on to who I am. Who I am and what I've learned about myself, what I do, what I enjoy, the life I've created for myself. I'm not going to release. I'm not going to let go of who I am ever again. I've done that before and I've lost out big time. Like, I've been in relationships and I guess I've been the one that's had money and I've lost everything. I have lost myself. I have lost my savings. I've lost my materials. I've lost my family. I've lost a lot, and the lesson was you don't put somebody else before yourself. You don't change for somebody else. You compromise, you come together, you either clash and you don't work well together. And this comes with age, it comes with practice, it comes with knowing, we don't know until we know, and it's all come through wisdom, through knowledge, through experience, right? But we align with people. They don't have to be into doing what we do, but they need to respect it. They need to support it, as we need to respect and support them. My ear's ringing again. So recently I was talking to someone and I just picked up these vibes. Like maybe the situations he's been in before, that women have submitted to him because of his status and power. And I'm like, I'm an Aries. I'm independent. I've raised my babies. I've been alone. I've looked after myself my whole life. I don't need a partner. I don't need someone to pay my bills. I don't even necessarily need love. I love myself completely, and I am the most important person in my life. The most important person. The worst person you could lose is yourself. It is the hardest person to get back is yourself, you know. You cannot sacrifice yourself for anybody. If they don't 100% unconditionally love you, support you, and respect you, they are not for you. So anyway, I said to him, I can't even tell if you like me. Like, he was watching everything. He like seemed obsessive, but not in a good way. Like, I don't feel like you really like me. You're not coming across like you actually like me, but you're like something else. And he said, well, I don't know you. And I said, well, I'm really expressive on every platform. Like, I don't hide who I am. This is who I am. And he goes, yeah, well, I'm starting to think it's a bit too much for me. And it just kind of, for me, that's what I'd been feeling. I'd been feeling like he was wanting to tone me down, and to control me because I made him uncomfortable and triggered him. Because I am uncontrollable. I am my own master. And I love myself. And I will never ever put myself in a position where someone quiets me or tones me down or, you know, changes anything about me. That's up to me. That's my choice. And I just ended it right then and there. I didn't need to go into it. I wasn't going to argue about who I am. Or, you know, I am not insecure. I have healed. I know my worth. I know who I am. I know what I deserve. And I know what I do not fucking need in my life. And that is that. I've been there. I've done that. I've seen it. I've healed it. Okay? When you have gone through the healing process of being with people who are insecure and they reflect that onto you and break you down to make themselves feel better and feel in control, you don't want to do that anymore. Okay, so if you come across someone, there's healthy compromise and then there's control. Then there's unhealed people, you know, and hold on to your self-worth, hold on to your pride, hold on to your integrity, hold on to your love for yourself. Okay, no one is worth letting that go. No one. Doesn't matter how hot they think they are. Yes, he was attractive, but how much he loved himself. And I don't mean like I love myself. I'm not all like, I'm getting into my ego now. I'm not all like, look at me, I'm so hot. I'm like, look at me, I'm in my winter body. But I still love me anyway. I'm squishy. It's like, you know, like I was like, I don't find that attractive. I don't find, oh, there's a nice rosella. The parrots, like rosellas, if you know what a rosella is, they're a really colourful parrot. They're wild. They've been flying around. I got up this morning and there was two of them, a pair, sitting on my fence, and then there were two kingfishers sitting over there, and it was just like very rare. So there's a coupling, definitely a coupling energy. Just please be careful to hold on to your self-worth, hold on to your integrity, okay? You did not come this far to give that over to someone who has pains, insecurities that they are avoiding doing their healing. So they're just going to project it onto you, bring you down to their level where they can control you and they can feel safe. We are past that. We are not doing that. We are not interested, okay? We are only interested in people who are going to love us unconditionally, build us up, support us, and that's just it, okay? It's annoying because it keeps coming up in my readings and in my energy, and I'm like, I'm not unblocking him. He needs to go do therapy. Nope, I'm good. Thank you. Nobody is that fucking hot to me, okay? I don't care how many hours you spend at the gym, bruh. Alright, let's read Bastet and Sekmhet. The ferocious femininity. Yeah, that's me right there. I am a feminist. I am all for it. But I love men too. I love men who love themselves. I love all humans. There is a lot more to someone than a set of abs and some shiny buns, you know? Don't even get me started on the sexual stuff, because I'm celibate. You can't use that on me. I dealt with my sex addiction. It has no power over me. So, Number 22. Celibacy is power, I tell you. When they can't even, you're like, what? Like I want to hear, it's been a while. Ladies, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Every time, eh? It's been a while. It's been a while. No, it hasn't. Every guy says that. Dudes, if you say that and you're watching me, don't say that. Don't say that. Just say you got too excited. Fuck. Stop lying. Why are you always lying? Why are you always lying? Must be in some sort of a book, eh? Sex fails. Just say, it's been a while. It'll be accepted. Is it dead? My vape just really, it fell on the floor and now it's like, nah. God doesn't want me vaping on camera. Yes, yes, yes. I just seen Christ as my king, and straight up, compared to what God can do, I'm sorry, men, but my king is God, because he is with me every step of the day, every step of the way. Whatever I need in life, I ask God. I will never ask a man. If you want to help me, you want to support me, you want to love me, you want to cherish me, go ahead. But I will never ever ask anyone for help except God. He is my king. He should be the only king we have. I could not call a man king next to him, because a man could not do what God can do. Sorry to burst your bubbles, but everybody goes around calling everybody king. Queen, different. Queen is like goddess energy, like independent, graceful, royalty energy. A king's totally different. You can have a king and a queen, but that man better he better live up to that name, and it's quite a name to live up to. Alright, do I suppress qualities I deem unfeminine, or even too feminine? And if so, how can I begin to shape a more dynamic and unrestrained view of my femininity that is unique to me? Our patriarchal society does not promote femininity that is at once gentle and strong, domestic and wild, humble and confident. Bastet and Sekmhet remind you that you are multifaceted and dynamic, and your true feminine power cannot be caged or fitted in a neatly defined box. In ancient Egypt, Bastet was a goddess of cats, protection, the moon, domesticity, domesticity. Oh my gosh, this is just getting worse. I've never said this word before. Domesticity. Oh my. Let's move on. Pleasure, love, fertility, and motherhood. Many scholars believe that Bastet translates to either soul of Isis or she of the ointment jar. Sekmhet, the more ancient lioness-headed goddess of Upper Egypt, ruled over the sun, was war, destruction, plagues, and healing. Her name stems from the ancient Egyptian word shim, which means power or might, and she was often referred to as the powerful one, the one before whom evil trembles, and she who mauls. She was the cat of justice. So Sekmhet is more nurturing and loving. You know, it's like the polar, the masculine and the feminine. You know, Sekmhet was more the masculine and Bastet more the feminine. But both together are feminine. Its symbolism. Although humans began domesticating cats thousands of years ago, felines have retained much of their innate wild nature. Although she can be affectionate, symbolized by a Bastet, who is often depicted as a domestic cat feeding her kittens or playing, felines are also fiercely independent and wild at heart. My cat, she can catch a mouse. She's so fat right now too. She's 9 years old. Her name's Ruby. She's asleep on my bed because she's just getting lazy. But when she wants to catch a mouse, she can catch up to 5 mice. And she can leave them in pieces. She can eat the whole thing and it goes crunch, 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 crunch. Sometimes she decapitates them and leaves them, you know, or sometimes she leaves the heart out for me. But she can definitely butcher some things. She doesn't touch the birds. She's a very spiritual cat. She doesn't touch the birds, but she will catch a mouse in the house. I have a farmhouse, so we have a lot of mice around. And my son doesn't put his plates on the bench until I nag him for like a week. So he's definitely feeding mice in there. Who is depicted as an untamed lioness ready to attack. Like felininity, oh my gosh, these words. Felinity. I need to slow down, right? Femininity possesses qualities that have been deemed paradoxical by the patriarchy, and this has caused people, especially women, to struggle to embrace and embody all the gifts that true feminine power has to offer. So I struggled with this, right? Being an Aries, being independent, I struggled with a lack of knowledge about, you know, am I too masculine? Am I too feminine? When you're on your feminine side, I noticed a lot of men want you, who are quite old-fashioned, want you to be submissive and be in the kitchen and blah, 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 and you get offended and you become masculine. When us women, when we're in our pain and we're not healing, we become very masculine. We get like a wall up and we go into our masculine because we feel like it protects us. We feel like being in our feminine and our nurturing and our empress has weakened us. It has made us vulnerable to men, okay? The world that we're in, and vulnerable to women too, masculine women. This is what has happened. And so you are going to be most in your power, I have learnt, is embracing both your masculine and your feminine sides and bringing them together as a complete whole. Sometimes you need to be in your masculine, sometimes, you know, it's a balance, it's a balancing act. Sometimes, you know, if you've got a threat in your home, in your life, in your family, you need to jump into your masculine, but you are still in your feminine as well. You can still be nurturing and soft, but strong and fierce at the same time. It's a balancing act that needs to be practiced, but you need to embrace and love yourself completely as a whole. Like I wear a yin and a yang ring here, and that symbolizes, that's my masculine, that's my feminine, and together they've become a whole, the two parts. Everybody has a masculine side, everyone has a feminine side. As much as we need to embrace both our sides, so do men. We all, as humans, have a masculine and a feminine side that makes us together as a whole. So I learned to hunt. I was married 5 years ago. Well, my marriage split 5 years ago, and he wanted more of the masculine job. So I was like, okay. We were working towards buying our own farm, some land, and I wanted to live off the land and build. And I was learning all the things that I needed to learn. I learned how to grow. I learned how to breed animals. I took the feminine nurturing that, and I brought him a gun to learn how to hunt and the tools and stuff to build. Like, I'll do this, you do that. I don't trust myself with a saw. I have no attention span for it. You do it. He really couldn't get past his ego in that I had supplied these things for him. He couldn't, I didn't pick the right person for the job. But so when I left, I was like, well, why don't I just become all? Why don't I be the masculine as well? Like, I can be both, right? Why am I relying on somebody else? Why am I being codependent on having what I think? Why don't I just become all? So I learned how to hunt, and I'm a fucking good hunter. Like, I'm a natural. I'm really good. Women are actually really good hunters because they're very quiet. They don't smell. And when they take their shot, they're very, very precise, because we don't like to fail, right? And we don't have the ego that men have. We're actually very good hunters. So if you ever want to try out hunting, try it. And so I have not learned how to build yet, but I'm lining that up. I'm going to get myself a saw. I'm finally ready. I've definitely tried building without a saw, and it's fucking stupid. Years ago, I made this guinea pig cage with these different sized bits of wood in this cage, and I just banged it all together with some nails. It worked. It was ugly, but it worked. And so once I have learned how to build, I have learned everything I need to learn to manifest myself. My dream is to have some land, to build some like shacks and a big communal area in the middle. Like, it's for my family. I have 3 children. They have partners now. Well, my daughters do, because they're grown up. They're going to have children one day. They're children's children, and I want to have some land that we can all come and be. We don't all have to live there all the time, but I want to fully live self-sufficiently off it, where I have gardens, I have orchards, I have built, we have water either from a stream or, I know all about catching. We lived in, I'm on tank water where I am now, but years ago we were buying this house and it was on tank water and it was fucked. I learned all about it because it was fucked. Because we moved in, there was a full tank, and then all of a sudden there was no water, and it was raining, and like all the spouting in the house was fucked. Everything, like, we dug up all of the pipes under the house, and there was rubbish, there was rocks, someone had dumped a big bag of rubbish in our tank and gone right through. So I learned about the underground piping, I learned about the spouting, I learned about the pump. My family, my dad's side, they had a business they built. My grandfather, he made it. He passed away. I was very young. I was only 3. My uncles took over. They built the business, then they franchised it, and it was pumps, water pumps, Quinn pumps. So I know all about pumps and business. And so in my van, I had solar because I did a bit of traveling in my van. I had a van which was mostly self-contained. Didn't have a toilet or a sink, but I learnt how to live in a van, just me and my son. We travelled for a bit. I had a little gas cooker. I learnt all the places you can stay in New Zealand, like for free, and some, you know, that you can pay for. Some have showers, you know, campgrounds. I learnt how to be fully self-sufficient, and it's all preparing me for my end goal. That's what I want to do. And so I just have to learn the building part, and I am ready for the universe to give me my land. Hey cat, are you hissing at me? Why are you hissing at me? Meow. What? You ready for your dinner? What's the time? Mr. Wolf. It is about dinner time, but I'm not going to leave my reading just to feed you. Go catch a mouse. Every day. Go catch a mouse. Go catch a mouse. Go catch a mouse. Go. You're far too domesticated. Go catch a mouse. Don't look at me like that. In my last reading, or the reading before, I've actually picked her up, but I'm not picking her up in my black sweatshirt because she's white and she just gets white fur all over me. You just have to wait, Ruby. Okay, let's get into readings. I've been talking too much. Have big goals, have big dreams. I'm pretty sure that's actually part of my soul contract in being here, is to be a caretaker of the land. Alright, Spirit, can we have some messages please about the love coming in for this collective, or love in the energy at the moment? Because I'm seeing a lot of pairs of birds. Love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. When you love yourself completely, you will attract that. Ooh, lightning. That was my dad's nickname, because he just used to speed around everywhere. He has an Aries too, like me. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. Yeah, so I've been hearing a lot that there's going to be a passing in my family. I've been seeing that a lot. You might have someone sick, or just random, like it might come out of nowhere, something quite dramatic. Someone passes away, someone moves away, maybe a breakup, something quite, it's gonna bring this change in. So try to stay grounded. Mirror each other, self-image, relationship, reflect our wounds, introspection. Yeah, so you might be mirroring your person at the moment. You might be mirroring someone. I know I've been mirroring a lot of people lately that I've aligned with. And I've come to, there's a little kingfisher over there. I love the kingfishers. I found these people that I've aligned with that I've been mirroring. We've gone separate ways because I've chosen not to mirror them. Like, we might have been going through the same things, but I've seen where they're at and I've decided to keep staying on my path. You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it thunder, lonely days. You get what I mean, right? Well, Stevie Nicks, go your own way. Not today. Not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call person, boundaries, still angry. What's this about? What's this about, Spirit? It's getting dark here by the second. That little kingfisher just got closer. He's looking at me. Stabbed in the back. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, a shocking attack. Needs time. Takes time. In cycles. time to heal, progress. Okay, someone or you might be still healing from some pain, some betrayal, not ready to trust. The hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, introspection, repetitive, persistent, working on it. Yeah, so these repetitive cycles will keep coming up. The universe will keep testing you to see if you are ready for your next level, if you are ready to align with someone, or if you want to go and learn all over again, right? Or a date. You got to keep saying no to what doesn't serve you to be able to be served what actually does, what is going to embrace you. Meeting someone new, dating, get back out there, plan or set a date. So you might be asked on a date, or there's the coffin. I was just talking about someone passing in the family, or in the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform your life. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. I'm hearing if you're feeling lonely, don't go back, okay? Don't go back to the past, no matter how much you're being tested, or you feel lonely, or you feel like there might be still something there. It's done, let it be done. The runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. Self-indulgence, focusing on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work. Yeah, see, if you're running and you're not feeling like it's not right, just come back to yourself and do more healing. You've got more to heal. That's what that means. You've just got more healing to do, and that's good. It's okay to not be quite there yet. Self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. Watch out for the love bombing. If it's too much too soon, it's too good to be true. And watch out, you don't love bomb as well, right? That can happen. When you've been love bombed, you can pick up that behavior, and naturally it can be part of your pattern, and you start doing that. I've been there. And you're like, what? I'm just giving you lots of love. Why don't you want lots of love? Like, because you don't even know me. Like, oh, giving love can be unhealthy when there's lots of it straight away and you've got no boundaries. Making healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, self-care, being happier. And we've got abundance under this. So after this shift, oh, my phone just wants to do an install. After this shift we're going through right now, you have abundance coming through. Keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, have gratitude, bliss, be blissful, be happy. That's what I've been focusing on lately, is just being fucking happy. Be fucking happy, be grateful, be happy, and you will attract happy, okay? Be happy. If anything doesn't make you happy, just fuck it off. You definitely have a date coming in soon. So stay happy, be grateful. You might not have everything you want in life yet, but you will, okay? So stay happy, stay on the path. You will be abundant. You already are abundant, but you're going to be more abundant. You're going to be blessed. So be there already, right? Just be there. You might not be there yet, but put yourself there. You can put yourself there. Like, you already have it. You already have it. Now we're going to do the rest of this in quiet. We're at an hour. I'm going to finish this off with some confessions of a soulmate. You have a soulmate out there. I have a soulmate out there. Old Bobby across the road, he's got a soulmate out there. We've all got a soulmate out there. We might not have met them yet, but if your soulmate could give you a message, Spirit, what would that message be right now? For the collective's future soulmate encounter. their person, when they are ready in divine timing, when you are ready, Lord, what is the message through the 5D that collective soulmate would like to say to them right now? Let's get 1, 2, 3. Perfect, thank you. My world, everything revolves around you. I keep you in my mind when I'm making decisions, and I include you in all of my plans. Oh my God, that's so cute. Every action, every dream. I love doing life with you. You mean so much to me. Without you, I feel like nothing. Passion. The heat is rising between us. I don't know about you guys, but if you imagine, that's how you manifest. You imagine, right? You imagine you have a partner already, and then they will manifest into your reality. Don't get too delulu. I get a little bit delulu. I was obsessed as fuck when I was 13. I was so in love with Legolas of the Lord of the Rings. I don't know if you've seen the Lord of the Rings, but the elf guy with the blonde hair, Orlando Bloom. I was so obsessed with him after watching that movie. And then I found out that he didn't have long hair. He didn't have elf ears. He wasn't an elf at all. And it broke my fucking heart. And that right there is a very unhealthy pattern that I struggle with, that I have not let go of since I was a child. Falling in love with the idea of people and then finding out they're not like that at all. Don't do that. Don't try and make someone into something, but manifest your person. Like, think about the kind of person that you want and that you need in your life, and imagine you already have them. Imagine yourself doing things with them and them enjoying it, and how you're going to work things out, and what kind of passion they're going to bring. But don't go obsessing over something or someone that it's going to break your heart. Me to me, stop it. Don't make a full whole relationship marriage and not go out there because you're like, no, I'm fine. I have an imaginary boyfriend. Maybe he'll show up one day. Maybe, you never know, right? Or maybe he'll be another elf trauma. Heat is rising between us. This is the intensity of my desire for you. I want you. I want your body, mind, and soul. We will be one. It will be unlike anything we have experienced before. That's true. That's true. Your next relationship will be like you have never experienced before. It's going to blow your mind because you have evolved so far. And you're going to meet someone and align with someone who has evolved as well, and it's going to be fucking magical. And hot and steamy, and it's going to blow your mind. You're going to need to ground yourself. You might even need therapy because it's going to be so amazing. I have a lot of passion for you. You are such a passionate and magnetic queen. I feel drawn to you. Divine guidance. I am amazed at how the universe brought us together. That's what the universe is doing. It is bringing us together with into our divine union. So we may not know them yet, or we may, but we will know them when we know them, when we meet them, when we're ready, when the universe is ready. It's not in our control. Only we are in our control. Everything keeps falling into place for us. There are divine forces at work, guiding us to union. Divine is working behind the scenes for us. If you look back at our journey, you will see it too. Once you meet this person and you talk to them, you'll realize that you've been mirroring each other and you've gone through this similar things to bring you together. And I think it can be more than one person, but not everybody does the work. Not everybody's made for this. So when you actually align with your divine person, it's getting really dark. They, like you, have been capable of doing the work. They've pushed through. They've had the strength. They've kicked their addictions. They've done their healing. They have chosen themselves. They have loved themselves. They have released everything that doesn't serve them. They have done what you have done. They have fought their freaking ass off to get to where they are, to walk straight into you. I'm going to leave you on that note, all fired up. Lots of love, collective. Thank you, spirit guides. Thank you, angels. Thank you, Lord, for being here with us. I would like you to ask you to look after our collective. Bless them, protect them, cherish them, bring them love, give them courage to do what they need to do. Amen. Take care, everybody. Lots of love. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please.